Sorry. Late to my shift, but no big deal. Hey, welcome in. Welcome to Zephyr's. Zephyr? Yeah, welcome to Zephyr. Don't pass on gas. Yeah, just browse right over there, get whatever you want. Oh, sorry. I had my work mic tuned for my League of Legends match I was playing. I'll fix it. How about that? Nope. How about that? Nope. How about that? Ooh, now we're talking. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. Was I playing? Listen, first of all, who are you again? How is this your business? That's one. Two, no, I wasn't playing League of Legends at work. I borrowed my work mic because I don't have one at home. Is that so wrong? Okay, hopefully everything's working all right here. Sorry, I just got in. I'm a little late to my shift, but we'll be all right. Hi, can I get a... No, you can't. Thanks for asking. Yeah, okay, hi. Let's make sure everything's moving as it should. Okay, testing. Yeah, great, my body's still functioning. That's great, I love to see it. Sorry, I probably should warn you, this place is a little cursed. Every once in a while, you're just gonna find that your body just doesn't work, which is fine. You'll probably be okay. Can you still hear me okay? Okay. Listen, I'm not small. I'm just standing far away from the counter. You'll be okay. Relax. You guys are so silly. Oh, Ruse, you're too small. Ruse, you're too big. Anyway, hi, welcome in. You're my first customers of the day. And that's probably because I opened, I don't know, 30 minutes too late, but that's okay. We'll be all right. My bosses probably won't care. Let me make sure that I'm not peeking here, because apparently this thing has a little bit of, ooh, this mic's got some sensitivity. Gotta be a little careful. I'm gonna get way louder than this, so I'm gonna turn it up. There we go. Okay, cool, perfect. This will be way better. That way I won't blow your eardrums out every time I try to talk to you, hopefully. We'll find out. No promises. What's under that counter? Cigarettes. And, I don't fucking know. What do you mean what's under... Stuff! What do you want? Did you know you have a dead body in the park? The animal? Yeah, we called somebody about that. Don't worry about it. It'll be fixed at some point. It'll be fine. Listen, I'm trying to fix things, okay? Double audio? Got it. If there's not double audio and I'm getting one guide right now, I will find you and I will ban you permanently. Can I get a tic-tac? No. No, you mean no? You're banned, whoever you are. You're banned. You're banned for one-guying me. I can't reach the gas pump. Can you help me on number 4, please? No. Okay, I gotta turn up my... Hold on a second. I'm almost done. Oh, much better. Now I can hear what you guys are hearing. My headset was low. You guys didn't tell me. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Now hold on one second. I've got to fix this haunted body. You ready? Here's how we do it. I'm gonna show you the secret sauce. Okay, and now my haunted body is all better. Wow, look at that, just like that. Ta-da, I got my legs working, yeah. Okay, I got it on my fingers. Yep, okay, great, so those are working, awesome. I do feel a little bit like my rotation's off on account of the ghosts, but that's okay. Who cares about ghosts? I mean, after all, what's a few ghosts between enemies? Anyway, hey, welcome in. Do you have anything in there that can save us from the shame we're about to feel? No. I'm sorry. Your spending habits are none of my business. That's capitalism, baby. Welcome in. If you're about to feel shame, that's on you. That's on you, brother. Anyway, feel free to peruse. We've got a lot of stuff. I'm supposed to say, hi, I'm Crimzon Rulez. I'll be your cashier for the day. Welcome to Zephyr. Don't pass on gas. That's it. Cool. Ghosts love this guy. Ghosts do love this guy, which is a shame because I don't really love ghosts. Isn't that weird? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna sit over here. I'm gonna go back here and just sit on this stool. You guys don't mind if I sit down for a minute, do you? Okay, I'm gonna sit down. You guys browse around, and you come up to me whenever you decide what it is that you want. Okay, we got pocket chicken, we got ISP crunch, we got Mimba chips, we got all sorts of stamina potions. Back here, tons of stamina potions, more than you could possibly ever want. I've got fucking e-boy cards if you're looking for some sort of virtual love or something. If you need some digital man to tell you that you're beautiful, that's that e-currency, as you may know. Of course, I've got a couple things back here as well. Anyway, anything you come to expect from your average, South Elysium Midwest gas station. Don't worry about it. That's for me. That's for you. That's for you right there. I don't know why you would tell on yourself like that, but that is, in fact, for you, stranger. There sure is a hell of a lot of you for one week. Did you guys get off a bus or, you know what? Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this weird, pseudo ghost body. What do you mean you don't love ghosts? I mean, I don't love ghosts. I said what I said. Okay, well, I'm going to sit for a minute. Our tour bus got lost. Okay, welcome. This is sort of a Hotel California type of situation, which is to say that I do think you are stuck here forever. You know what's weird is I actually got stuck here, not on a tour bus, but more on like a, honestly, I was just kind of passing through. I was wandering by, right? And I've been here for, I don't fucking know. Couple hundred years. Anybody, nobody works in this town, but as it turns out, I work everywhere. So I've got a shift over at the Ruse Bell in like a few hours. So let's wrap it up. Get whatever you need to get the fuck out of here. So this is our own limbo. This is sort of a limbo situation, yes. Every once in a while, a murderous clown will appear. Do your best to ignore him. Just don't look him in the eyes. They're mostly more afraid of you than you are of them. Don't approach them. Don't offer them treats. Don't ask if they're single. And you'll probably be okay. If one of you does disappear, do not go into the sewers looking for them. That won't end well. That never ends well. All right? A couple people have gotten trapped here before. And sometimes they're real people. Sometimes they're mimics. You don't want to accidentally go into the well looking for them. Or in the sewers looking for them if it is a mimic. Trust me, the cleanup is horrible. I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Let's just be normal. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. You guys do whatever it is you want to do. Have fun. Don't steal. I will know. There's a reason we're called Zephyr. Oh hell yeah! Now this is the line. Oh yeah! Now wait one. Ah! Sorry, I fell off my stool. Sorry about that. Hello? 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 Oh God. Oh no. I broke everything. Hello? Oh fuck. Hi. Sorry about that. Okay, note to self, don't sit on the cursed stool. Got it. Understood. No problem. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want to be on the cursed stool. I thought, actually, the cursed stool looked pretty boring. It's not like I ever want to sit down on the clock. I'm a good employee. I would never do that. That would be crazy. Hey, listen, we got our first guest. What can I get started for you? What do you got there? What do you got there? Oh, you got a little cat treat? A Ruze snack? That's adorable. Okay, well, I mean, let me just see that real quick. Give me that. Yeah, thank you. Okay, looks like that'll just be, I can't count past 4. That'll be a number. That will be a number. Thank you very much. Anyway, how's your day going? Oh, a new
Forgive me, Father, but this isn't like a sin, but like, goddamn. When I was a child, there was a small pipe in my backyard that had water trickling out of it onto this mossy rock and down into another pipe. I used to make potions with it and sprinkle it in my hair as part of some childlike whimsy role-playing thing where I believed the natural water from the mossy creek would enchant me or something.
Okay.
Anyway, my mom found out about this and told me that it was a sewage pipe that I'd been sprinkling piss in my hair, and I've never recovered from it.
Holy shit. Why did you... Oh, I mean, yeah, cool. Great. My day's going good too. Thanks for asking. Why I'm not going to recover from that. Wow. Sure. Hey, so feel free to browse around, I guess. Wow, piss hair. Piss hair from a pipe. Piss hair from a pipe. That's something. That's great. Great. Trauma ghost. Please ignore the trauma ghosts. If the trauma ghosts come up and start sharing with you, they want you to help them pass on. Please don't do it. Just try your best not to talk to them. I'll handle it. As a professional here at Zephyr, I got it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to help the trauma ghost pass on. Are you guys ready? Poop water. Yes, thank you. Great contribution to this conversation. I love that. I love that from you. Poop water. I don't even know what to say to that. I guess you're absolved? Like, what do you want me to tell you? That, like, you're a disgusting little sewer rat? That, like, you're probably never going to escape the lingering parental disappointment along with the smell of piss that's going to follow you for your entire time on this planet and probably into your ghostly afterlife. Hence, right now, where you came into some fucked up pocket dimension gas station town where I happen to be every employee and then told me your problems, I guess. Your soul is stained with piss. Yeah, that's tough, buddy. What am I supposed to even say to that? Thanks, or I'm sorry that happened, I guess. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta fix something. Did I fix it? I didn't, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Wow. Bear grilling it. Bear grilling it is something I wish I'd never heard, but I guess I'm okay that you said that because you are the customer, and the customer is always right until they push me a little too far, and then it's prison time, which is rough for me because I am also, unfortunately, the person who has to arrest me. Yeah, but hey, anyway, just don't push me too far. It's fine. You're right until you're not. Got it? Got it. So as far as that confession goes, I guess I would say I'm sorry that you fucking, I don't know, made some sort of weird alchemical urine concoction that you decided to lather upon your hair and became absolutely everything that everybody hates about children all at once. You genuinely set the standard for disgusting child. And on the one hand, game recognizes game. I get it. I like being insufferable too, but typically I try to do it in a relatively hygienic way. You know what I mean? That does not include putting piss in my hair. Usually. Congratulations. You are blessed be my child. Listen, man, I'm just on. I get minimum wage here. Just fucking, I don't know, pass on to the afterlife or whatever. Next guest, please. Just usually, yeah. You heard me. Oh, God, not the chat delay. Oh, no. Oh, you guys are in some sort of weird temporal rift thing? Oh, you exist a few seconds behind me, I see. You're one of those motherfuckers who perceives time differently depending on, like, what point we're in. Okay, so either you were a ghost that exists in a temporal rift, or you're a ghost that got a hold of that good za, which, I mean, that's fine. Anyway, hey, I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to go clock out for a second.
I was once accepted to present at a national conference for work,
Okay. Yeah, that's
giving an important presentation to government officials. While on this trip, I
riveting.
watched a VTuber lore video that had just dropped, and I had to hide in the bathroom at the conference so I could cry over it without being asked any questions.
Oh, you like the Mimba chips and the Zayd birthday cards? Thanks. Corporate made those. And by corporate, I mean me. I am also corporate. There's no government here. Though they do loom over me like some sort of strange outer god. So our poor confessional ghost here has stated that they worked for the government and also watched VTubers, which I know is a trick question because no government official would ever watch a VTuber. That's impossible. Or they are at minimum allowed to present to the government, which I still do not think is possible. I'm going to say that ghost is lying to me. I think that's a lie. I think that ghost lied to me. I think that I am being deceptive. Decepted. I'm being decepted. That's definitely how that word works that I just said. That is real. You'd be surprised. Oh, yeah? Would I? Now, interesting, Maze. It's weird that you would tell on yourself like this. Why were you crying in the bathroom about VTubers? And what? What were you presenting to the government about? Go ahead. We're all ears. Now, why would you tell on yourself? Not the self-call out. What video was it? That's a damn good question, actually. Hey, so when you were doing your... Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not supposed to be back there. Okay, that's definitely better. Okay. This is going really good. This is a great first 3D ROKOKO stream. I'm doing good at this. I'm a very experienced, very professional streamer, baby. That's the kind of world I live in. That's the kind of world you live in now. I'm bringing this type of quality to your front doorstep. And by your front doorstep, I very much mean this gas station that you are in right now. A question from the live studio customers that won't stop wandering up to the counter and chatting with me, asking the audience, was I red yet? If so, how bad was the reaction? Also, fucking hell, spelled like a pro, Ruse. That rap career will take off. Hey, you know me, brother. I'm incredible at writing. Now, were you red yet? That's really hard to tell since these are all anonymous, and if they had names attached to them, a lot of you would probably already be banned. Lucky you, none of them had names, so I don't know if you were red yet, because if I did know who you were, I would remove you from my site immediately. So I'm not gonna lie, some of the confessions the ghosts who come in here say to me, what the fuck is going on with, okay, yep, sure, you know what, maybe one more fix. Let's fix this one more time. Some of the confessions the ghosts are coming in here and telling me, personally, I would never admit to them if I were you. Okay, much better. I think. I hope. What do you guys think? Is this better? I feel better. I look better. God damn, I look good actually. God damn, I look good actually. Have you guys ever noticed that the digital me has shorter arms than me? Why aren't my fingers? You know what? That's okay. I've got short arms, I guess. That's fine. You got big hands. Nah, dude, that's called perspective, motherfucker. Look it up. You exist in a 3D space now. This isn't some 2D fucking drivel. All right? We're not on a flat plane anymore. You're going to have to adjust your mind to the goddamn Z-axis. Check this out. I'm coming right at you. I don't got big hands. I got normal-sized hands. See? That's called perspective, dum-dum. Ruse battle with his evil arm and his good arm. That's true. I still got my one ghost arm. Anyway, hold on. You guys are getting me way, way off topic. Get your soups out of my face. Get your rainbow soups out of my face. You're blinding me with lights. Ooh. Sorry. Audio jungle. Anyway, let's talk about the confession. Went to conference. Decided. Decided that the logical option at a professional conference for work presenting to the government was a good place to sit down and watch a VTuber lore video, presumably on the toilet, where I had to assume some 50-plus-year-old balding government official wandered in, heard some fucking person talking like, "Hey guys, welcome into my stream. What's going on?" And it was like, "What the fuck?" from one of the stalls, and then I assumed promptly left. Something got tragic. You cried in the bathroom alone, which I'm not going to say pathetic, but anyway, you cried alone in the bathroom, and that's fine. And then you came back out, and I'm guessing you gave your presentation with like your runny mascara or like, I don't know, fucking like at least bleary, like reddish eyes, right? Am I piecing the order of operations together correctly? Because if I am, I'm sorry, I can't absolve you of this sin. Not only can I not absolve you of this sin, I do think you deserve purgatory. You got what you fucking deserved. Earphones, feel on toilet. Don't put your earphones on your toilet. You got to put those back in your ears. Like, why would you? What? Get out of my shop. Be gone.
Bombs? Rope? We have a doll. You have rupees.
Ear infection speedrun. True. Isn't this purgatory? Yes, and you're not leaving. You're lying if you're saying you've never cried on the toilet. I've never cried on the toilet. I cried in the shower once. I was very sick. Actually, I take that back. I've never cried. Change my mind. I've never cried. Who the fuck are you again? You don't get to know if I've cried or not. Who are you? This is the town of the Greys. First of all, there's a lot of greens in here. Please don't start some sort of weird gray-green turf war. I ain't got time for all that right now, okay? I am also the weapons supplier in town, and while that would make that business booming, it would also make the business of upkeeping, you know, some sort of order out here very difficult and annoying. I don't want to deal with all that. How the fuck are Gray gonna roll up and be like, "Green boys, rise up"? Damn, small-ass town. Whoa, 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 relax. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Anyway, you're not absolved. Sin not abjured. Sin, guilty. Guilty, Your Honor. I present you, I say, guilty unto thee. Thank you. Okay. No, not a chip war. Shut. Don't open my chips in this store. Do not open any food. No food fights, no chip wars, none of the above. Guilty. Perfect. Now leave.
4 years ago, I used to work for a bread company. When I was restocking shelves, I didn't realize there was a loaf of bread behind me, near my shoes that had fallen out of the crates.
Okay.
In doing so, I crouched down without looking to see the bottom shelf and farted on the bread by accident. A customer that I did not hear coming down the aisle saw/heard it and said, "You're not gonna put that on the shelf, right?" "No," I replied, waiting for them to leave the aisle, then placing it on the shelf, because I need to have a set number on the shelf. So now someone out there had fart bread.
Guilty! What? That's not, I mean, wow. Holy shit. I've got to balance myself. That's, wow. So, guilty, first of all. Second of all, what the fuck? Third, please never work in food ever again. What the fuck are you saying? Okay, so, all right. No, wait, hold on. Step back. Take a few steps back with me. Come here. Walk back here. Come here. So, assuming that you hadn't even farted on the bread, why did you take ground bread and put it back on the shelf? Hey, man. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good what you just did. You took, I mean, like, real? Like, really? It was probably in plastic, bro. I don't give a single solitary fuck what it was in. I don't care what it was in. maybe plastic's okay to go back on the shelf, but if you crouch down and you farted over it, I don't give a fuck if there was like a fucking 50-foot wall between you and that bread and armed soldiers and tanks and everything else guarding that bread. I don't give a shit if God himself had placed some golden holy barrier around that bread. If you were within inches of the bread and you fart, there is no barrier on this planet or the next, no dimensional rift that could cause me to want to eat that bread. If you get a fart within a 12-mile radius of my bread, I don't want to eat that bread, and I don't give a fuck if there's plastic in between or not. Maybe I could forgive the ground thing if it was still in the package, right? But you sat down, you decided to like fucking Xbox open lobby, teabag that bread, fucking sphincter to the world, and blast a whole fucking like don't pass on the gas Zephyr bomb on that shit? Why? And then you thought, fuck it. I guess saw that, and there's security cameras. I'll put it back on the shelf. I don't want to pull out another loaf of bread. What? Nah. I'm not cool with it. You're not forgiven. Sin absolutely deserved. Purgatory earned. You're staying here forever. And by here, I mean you get to live in the dumpster. That's your new purgatory zone. You got to go out back, go around the building. You're going to see 2 dumpsters. Don't climb in the red one, at least until Tuesday passes, because they will roll you out. I'm coming over with a trash truck on Tuesday morning, and I'm going to compact all that. So please don't get in that one. I mean, unless you want to. I don't give a shit. But once Tuesday's done, the red's good. Until then, just chill out in the recycling one and the green one. Okay? Thank you. Thank God I finished eating. Can I ask you a personal question? Is it okay if I ask you a personal question? Were you eating any bread? I hope so. Okay, I'm closer. For a second there, I was starting to drift off into the nether. You know how it is. It's just, sometimes that just happens. Not the lean in. Maybe a little bit of lean in. Maybe just like a pinch of lean in. A pinch of lean in. Okay, yeah, well, that guy's guilty forever. I don't ever want to think about that ever again. And for now on, at least for the next few months, every time I go to the market, if I look at the bread loaves, I will just kind of passively assume that somebody has gently laid down a field of dust upon those, if you know what I'm saying. Somebody has passed by and very much tried to, fertilize that crop field, which does suck, but it is what it is, I guess. Maybe I just want to eat bread for a while. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but I wish it hadn't happened. I know that. I wish it hadn't happened. Bye. Why is there a line out the door today? What did you? Are these guys with you? Is fucking bread farter with you guys? Is the yeast beast hanging? Did you guys bring them on your tour bus? Why are there so many fucking people lined up outside the door? I really don't have time for. Oh my god.
Recently, I started having feelings for someone. I was trying to figure out how serious my feelings were and whether it was worth asking him on a date or not. Somehow by accident, I mentally compared him to you and was like, nah, this guy isn't as funny or as mature as Ruse, and pretty much instantly lost interest. Decided we were better of his friends.
Who the fuck are you? What do you mean, Mint? Brother, I'm literally a gas station clerk. You compared them to me? To me? So 1, get better taste and a better measuring stick. 2, if you're going to use me as like a rate of measurement for potential partners, I would urge you to start with me around here and try to go above. Personally, I would say maybe you don't use me as the high bar. If somebody's below that level, you probably got a little bit of a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I would say start here. If this is Crimzon fucking Rulez, if this is the gas station clerk Ruse, I would start right here, and then I'd say maybe try to move at least like, I don't know, here-ish, and then maybe above if you can get past that, okay? If you're trying to get past, if you're trying to see if they're cool or mature as a guy whose entire job is every job in this weird temporal town and also being a fucking idiot on the internet, I don't know what to tell you other than the bar is subterranean. The bar has long since passed away. They held a funeral, they mourned it. I mean, the bar's children grew up, they took the bar exam, they became lawyers, they passed a couple laws to make sure that the tragedy that befell the bar would never happen ever again. And then they tried to better society before, unfortunately, mankind did what mankind does best, and it imploded in on itself. But the bar is definitely deep, deep, deep underground. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The bar is full of drunks is true. Very true. Life cycle of the bar. Yeah, aim for Goldie. That's yes. Shoot for, well, maybe don't shoot for Armis. I was about to give you a better suggestion. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, shoot for Goldie or shoot for Octavio or something. But honestly, maybe just avoid using Armis as any sort of measuring stick. You could do way better. You could do way better. I'm not gonna lie to you. Goldie seems put together. Goldie's a fucking train wreck. No, Shinri's a train wreck. Goldie's a train wreck. Fucking Axel's a train wreck. Don't even come close to them. Don't measure against us. All right? No, not Shinri. No! Bro, no one brought up Axel. I brought up Axel. You're welcome. Not Altair. Altair's got a hero complex. Do you know how annoying that's going to be in a relationship? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you serious? You got... Come here. Come here. Come on. Here, Hey, up here, buddy. Thank you. Here's the deal. Here's the reality of the situation. As it turns out, I personally don't think VTubers are a good measurement for like. Oh my eye! Fuck! Oh wow. I guess I really do see chat all the time, even in my dreams. Anyway, as it turns out, I don't think that it's a good idea to measure your personal worth against VTubers, nor should you use them as a reference for an appropriate relationship. Because here's the secret. The secret sauce to VTubing is being mentally unstable. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. In no world is that a good idea. I would really recommend find yourself a nice partner who doesn't even know what a fucking VTuber is. Don't talk to anybody who knows what it is. If listen, here's a litmus stick. All right, here's your easy test. If you're ever on the dating scene and you're on a first date and you're kind of vibing, just drop a little VTuber bomb. Just drop something that anybody would get. You know what I mean? Like hit them on I don't fucking know, like some reference any VTuber fan would know. Maybe say, oh yeah, I was working. That guy's model rigging is bad, and then go boom, boom, and you watch him. You watch their fucking reaction. You see what they say. If they know what that means, get the fuck out of that. Get out of that date. You leave that date. Get the fuck away from that date. Don't do this. Don't stay. Don't stay. You gotta go home now. Can I please pay for my fuel and a hot dog? No. You can have pocket chicken like the rest of them. Sir, personal space, please. Also, true facts by you. You're welcome. Then you outed yourself. Why do you think? Yeah, dude. Yes, I am outing myself. You think I'm fucking around? You think that this doesn't apply to me? You think that I somehow absolved myself of the sin of being? I know what I am. I know what the fuck I am. Oh, you outed yourself. Oh, Ruse, but you're in that category. You're VTuber. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm not saying I'm exempt. I'm fucking ground zero. I'm patient zero, dude. If VTubers are the zombie apocalypse, I'm the problem. Hey. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me, dude. It's me. I'm not saying, hey man, every VTuber except for me. That isn't the gotcha you think it is. I'm deep in the fucking trenches, brother. I'm in that category. I am the fucking boss at the end of the dungeon. If you get through all the little baby fucking VTubers who are just dabbling, and then you get to, do you know how long I spent on this shit? Look at this. Look behind me. You think I got time to fucking care about anybody besides this garbage? This trash? You think I work 12 jobs, all right? When I'm not here, I'm at Ruse Bell. When I'm not there, I'm getting arrested. And when I'm not there, I'm running trash, apparently. I'm also the trash compactor man. And when I'm not doing that, I'm working on OBS. Don't compare people to VTubers, because you're always going to get, it's a terrible measurement. Because if they meet the bar, then all they've done is met the bottom rung. You want to get above that. Okay. Thank you for this talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now, please get away from me. Don't ever talk to me ever again for any reason. Bye-bye. Oh. Where am I? Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm very good at this. I've got to find a more efficient method of doing that. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We got it under control. You know what? I'm kind of on a roll now. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Wait, hold on. Let me get a little sip of my own stamina potion here. Hold on. You know, the invisible flavor, it always kind of hits. I love that about it. You know, where do I give a tip on the wanted person? I'm sorry, the what? Oh! You can tell me, I'll report it. Why, does this man look familiar to you? He's very elusive, whoever he is. I don't know who that is. I kind of like his aesthetic, though. I'm not gonna lie, his sense of fashion is pretty good. Honestly, now that I look at him, now that I really get to thinking about it, that dude is kind of devastatingly handsome. That dude kind of has like a certain sort of a, let's say, je ne sais quoi about him, a charm. There's something about. Yeah, that's one handsome guy. Not that I support criminal activities, because I never would. Whoever that guy is, whatever he did that got him wanted, I'm sure it's well deserved. So if you have any tips, you let me know. This is a stick. Put all the Ruzeters in the bag. You didn't even need to bring a gun in here for that. You could have them. You didn't need to bring a stick. Put them in the bag. Get in the bag. Take as many as you think you can fight. Be my guest. Blink twice if you're lying. I'll never blink. Bro, this beat kind of goes. I'm kind of alright with that. Okay, so we're on a roll. Let's keep going. Let's get a few more, shall we?
Younger me really thought that things like penning,
Jesus Christ,
the
you're
metal that
terrified.
kept erasers attached to pencils, and glow stick liquid all tasted very yummy. I never got sick of any of them. No, I don't put things like that in my mouth anymore.
That's
I
good.
really do miss chewing on glow sticks.
That explains the teeth.
My husband won't let me.
Bye. Ah! Hello? Jesus Christ, she plunged us. Hey! Hey! Don't touch the lights, old lady! She plunged us into darkness for a second there. What the fuck? Oh my god, I gotta move a little faster, apparently. Sorry guys, the work lights are getting a little low, I just realized. I just looked at the battery life on those bad boys, and uh-oh! That's okay, though! She ate the light bulb too. Motherfucker. She said, I can't eat glow sticks, but watch this. Crunch. Shattered the glass immediately. Well, I mean, what else is there to be said about that situation, old lady? I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Eat whatever you want. Like, so what? You're just a regular Ruzeter? Is that what you're getting at? Is that the implication here? Is that, yeah, you put fucking weird minerals and rocks and garbage and trash and things that don't belong in your mouth Because, yeah, okay, cool. Great. Thank you. Water's still wet. Got it. They didn't get sick from eating all that? Apparently not. Somehow they didn't die. You know what's fucking insane to me? Is you motherfuckers will tell me the most ridiculous stories about, oh yeah, this one time I drank mercury, or this one time I like fucking like put my hand into a jar of Black Widows and just let them all bite me. And for some reason, you dumb bitches can survive like guzzling whatever toxic waste you could possibly imagine. Meanwhile, apparently our ancestors got one whiff of fucking lead paint, once from a 20-mile radius, and it had fucking pollen blasted the entire area around and poisoned each and every single one of them to be like 5th grader level intellect. What happened? Why can you guys fucking like straight guzzle the Baja Blast out of the toxic waste dump, but I don't know, some pioneer motherfucker like accidentally like gets breathed on by a mosquito and they go down? Huh? Acetone is not tasty. Why would you? Okay, listen. I'll listen to a lot of dumb takes. I ain't listening to that. Acetone is not tasty. In no world. In no world. That shit tastes like ass. You know what tastes like acetone? A lot of alcohol, unfortunately. I made a poison resist build. That doesn't make any sense. People are definitely built different. They're built like fucking like super soldiers. I'm convinced that each and every single one of you that's out here like guzzling glow sticks or whatever it is you're getting up to in your free time, you guys are clearly sleeper agents for some sort of super soldier program. Like, I'm gonna walk up and be like, fucking panda testicles, and that's gonna be your activation word. You're just gonna immediately lock in and go full Crimzon soldier on me. Like, oh shit, uh-oh, uh-oh. Where's your robot arm? What testicles? You heard me. Why that specifically? You gotta say words that aren't likely to be said together. You're right. You know what? You're so right. I'm sorry, guys. You're right, Ruzeters. That wasn't wordy enough. All right, so try this one on. Panda Testicle Jigsaw Challenge. How's that? That's pretty good. I don't think that's ever been said. I did it, everybody. I did it. How many of you just got activated? Okay? Okay. Oh, hold on. My register's bugging. You guys like that ASMR? Wow. Boss says there's a huge line, but ain't nobody walking in. Oh, yeah? You don't think anybody's walking in, huh?
When I was in 10th grade, I had never heard of the term consumption for the disease tuberculosis. I was talking with a friend about their history lesson, and they mentioned certain historical figures who had died of consumption. I paused for a moment, and then asked with full sincerity, they were eaten?
You're welcome. Wow, died of consumption, eaten. So obviously this is one of our ancestors who ate lead paint. This is what I was talking about, by the way. I'm kidding. That's fine. I get it. I understand. Yeah, sure. Died of consumption, eaten. Easy mistake to make, I guess. Probably. I literally would say that as an adult. Am I dumb? How many glow sticks have you eaten? Good fucking God. I really am just like taking care of a bus of children right now. This is crazy. Verdict, cute? What? Because of the consumption thing? You know what? The consumption thing was kind of funny. I'll admit. That one made me laugh. I read that one and I was like, that's pretty good. That's pretty funny. Sure, whatever, absolved. Yeah, you're free of sin. I don't know, dude. Easy mistake to make. English is a stupid fucking language. I get it. Like, we name diseases after some dumb shit. That's the equivalent of, like, if I named a disease, like, mastication. And they'd be like, what? I'd be like, yeah, you know, the mastication. They'd be like, oh, no, he got the mastication? Yeah, he did. He did. That's so sad. Oh, no, that's such a tragic way to go. Oh, no. Bummer. Bro got chewed. Yep, the chews. Bilingual moment. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. True. Oh no, the chewies. That's kind of like this one guy I heard. There's this little red guy that comes in here and he won't quit talking about his Uncle Larry who got the pickles. Like, what is the fucking pickles? You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? Anyway, whatever. Unrelated. I'm gonna go take a quick break. I'll be back. Oh, you guys can't be in here while I'm on break. you do have to. I'm sorry. You really gotta. Okay, sorry for the wait. Hi. I was doing important business out in the parking lot. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. No. Did somebody say shop raid, go, 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 go? Because I'm not going to lie, I've been waiting to use this brand new battle axe that I got a hold of, and I do believe I see quite a few good targets in here. So I would recommend you don't do the shop raid, go, 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 go. Actually, I would recommend that if you want anything, feel free to come up to the counter and purchase it. Sir, can you throw a microwave? Can you microwave the Crimzon for me? Actually, we're not allowed to keep microwaves in here anymore. Ever since some jackass tried to heat up a can on the... So we had a microwave, and then they told us no microwaves, that's a fire hazard. So then we had a rice cooker, and some asshole came in here with a can, cracked the lid open, and just set the can directly in the rice cooker and tried to cook it like that. Crazy fucking behavior, I know. I also was shocked and astounded. Appalled, I would say. But anyway, I digress. Who's next?
When I was in 10th grade, I had never heard of the term consumption
you're not next,
for the
actually.
disease
Hey,
tuberculosis.
hey,
I
and
was talking
hold
with
on.
a friend about their history lesson.
Okay, sorry. That's a trick from upper management. Some guy named Tanos? I don't fucking know his name. Whatever. Anyway, he taught me how to snap. Anyway, cool.
When I was
Next.
little, I used to crack raw eggs into like the Polly Pocket play sets that were like little briefcases and just drink them out of there.
What the fuck? Okay, all right. What? I don't fucking know it. Guilty. Guilty. Moving on. Guilty. How the fuck? Okay, no, hold on. Not moving on. Wait a minute. First of all, if you're little enough to not know better than to crack a fucking egg into your Polly Pocket play doll or whatever the fuck, your little suitcase or whatever, and slurp that shit out of there like you're having a delicious juice pouch of chicken excrement or whatever the hell, how the fuck did you know how to crack an egg appropriately? How are you not guzzling eggshell? Like, you're little enough to not know better than to drink raw egg straight out of your goddamn Polly Pocket, but you're old enough to know how to crack an egg appropriately into that shit? Like, how was this 2 days ago? What do you mean by little? When you say I was little, do you mean like when you were like 22? Because this is crazy. That's some bonkers behavior. Yeah, where were you getting eggs? What, you just crawled into the fucking fridge? And your parents are like, ah, that's cool. That's this little fucking Polly Pocket egg guzzler over there. Don't worry about them. Holy shit, we call it chicken pocket. Just, delicious. Fuck, how yoked are you now? How shredded are you? Are you fucking like what is going on over there? Fucker's like, who? Bodybuilder who? Delicious. Wow, another one. I'm getting my protein every single fucking day. Motherfucker, like 80% of your liquid intake in the day was probably some sort of weird egg white. What were you do? What do you mean? Holy shit, chicken pocket. That's insane. You know what? I don't care. Guilty. Moving on.
One of my favorite struggle
Welcome in, Cold
meals since I
Spots.
was a teen is white rice, sweet corn straight from the can, and all of that doused in ketchup. I fear
Disgusting,
all of
but
my
okay.
Asian friends will hate me for this, but it's good.
Hey, man. I'm sorry. I don't think it's just your Asian friends that are going to hate you for that. You know what? Fucking, I speak for the... I speak for everyone, I think, when I say, yeah, we all hated that. Everybody hated that. Nobody's claiming you. Nobody, you're not on any side right now. Nobody is like, oh shit, yeah, your Asian friends are gonna hate you, but me, Midwestern white guy, I fucks with that. No, nobody fucks with that. That's awful. That's an awful thing you just said to me. It's not the worst someone could do. You know what? How about a rerun?
One of my favorite struggle meals since I was a teen is white rice, sweet corn straight from the can, and all of that doused in ketchup. I fear all of my Asian friends will hate me for this, but it's good.
You're defending rice, sweet corn, and a bunch of fucking ketchup. Are you shitting me? That's a good question, Dennis. I'm not going to answer you. You'll have to watch the VOD because I don't remember what all was confessed. Sorry. You guys have terrible food takes, I think is what this boils down to. Like, when you really get it down to the bone, you guys just have bad food takes, is what it boils down to. I have been a streamer long enough to have motherfuckers coming up to me like, oh, well, actually, Ruse, that's just because you have bad taste. Like, you just don't know what a good food is. Clearly, as a bachelor or as a mask person or as a streamer, you've just never had... Now, motherfucker, first of all, I would cook the shit out of anything. I would beat the brakes off half you motherfuckers in the kitchen. Second of all, I am never taking food criticism from you ever again. No matter what. Sweet corn, rice, and ketchup. I drink potions. I'm not any better. Motherfucker, a potion is just a word for a bunch of liquids put together. You like coffee? You like potions. You like any sort of anything besides water? You probably like potions. I would eat that. You're a freak. You're a freak! He said doused in ketchup. You are no longer eating rice, corn, and ketchup. You are eating some sort of weird, fucked up pasta. The worst pasta I could think of. That's disgusting. Moving on. I'm done with food takes.
Back when I was a little kid,
Jesus Christ, that is the most Midwestern sound I've ever heard.
Beyblade battles against my dad.
Holy
lost
shit.
every single one of them. This made me really sad, and I cried about it a lot, even detailing my losses in a diary. When I grew up, I learned he tuned his Beyblades to be stronger than mine. This motherfucker, literally.
That's such a fucked up thing to do to your kid. Hey, Dad, you want to play Beyblades? Sure, son. Fucking goes in his garage and is like, I'll teach that little fucker. I'll teach that little fuck. This is for getting a C in math. Like, what the fuck do you mean? That's not parenting. That's fucked up. You tuned your... Listen, no offense. Your dad sounds like he drives a lifted truck. No offense. Your dad sounds like the type of motherfucker who has to, like, make a big deal of the fact that he does open carry. No offense. Your dad sounds like he's compensating quite a bit. You need the ego boost to beat a fucking toddler at tops, at advanced tops. You're fucking playing competitive dreidel with your kid, and you have to cheat? You have to fucking cheat? Are you kidding me? You have to give yourself, like, what's next? Okay, hey, Dad, let's go outside and, like, play some catch. Okay, yeah, sure, son. Let me just hit these fucking roids real quick. Nah. Like, what are you talking about? Are you fucking real? That's fucked up. You're forgiven. You're forgiven forever. Your dad's going to hell, though. Sorry. Are you fucking kidding me? Cheating at Beyblade? Holy shit, brother. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Holy moly, that's crazy. Your dad fucking tuned their Listen, one time as a joke is funny. I get it. Like, I'm gonna fucking absolutely own this kid. It's gonna be funny. Let's watch the reaction. Maybe we'll get it on fucking home video or some shit. Whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll fucking film it. That'd be great. I'll fucking post it on my YouTube channel. I'll put it in my shorts. That's funny. Once. You wrote in your, you multiple times, you wrote in your diary that your dad was fucking, dear diary, all I want is to beat my dad at Beyblade just once. But I guess he's just better than me. Maybe I'm not the chosen one. I guess I'm just not good enough. You cried. You fucking cried alone in your room at night. And your dad's like, fucking kid. That's so fucked up, dude. That's crazy. Your dad's the type of motherfucker who would proudly invite somebody over and be like, hey, you want to watch me play competitive esports? And just gladly shows you their fucking hacks. Okay, listen. You guys want to hear a personal story? I don't want to get too deep into it. I don't want to tell too many stories here. It's not about me. Don't get me wrong. It's about confessing. It's about confessing and absolving you of your sins. And confessor, you were absolved. Your dad's going to hell. But one time, I went over to my sister's house. Not my oldest sister, but my older sister. And her husband at the time was playing, I don't know, like Call of Duty or Rainbow Six or some shit. And the dude had the audacity, doesn't know me by the way, just a completely flavorless dude, no personality. His only personality is his fucking car and his totally legal job. Anyway, dude's like, oh, you should come over here and check out this game I'm playing. And this whole time, I'm babysitting his goddamn kid, because he's not babysitting his kid for some reason. My sister's out of the house, so I'm the one fucking holding his damn child, trying to keep him from crying or whatever, which is crazy because the kid's like 2 years old. I go over, I see what he's doing. He's playing some competitive shooter, and he's like, now watch this. Turns on his fucking cheat engine, and just like starts mowing people down through walls. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, really cool. He's like, yeah, I heard you like video games. Your sister told me. I was like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, me too. I love them. I'm like, yeah, very cool, man. And then I went back to babysitting his damn kid. So if you ever got somebody who's like cheating, that's the quality of individual using fucking hacks and games. Just letting you know, I met them firsthand. Crazy. Yes, she did get away from him. There you go. A happy ending to that story. Moving on! Next confession, please.
Some
What's up?
context. My niece and I are closer in
Thank you
age,
for the context.
so we're like siblings, if anything. When we were younger, she would hyperfixate on whatever her favorite movie was at the time, as any kid does.
Uh-huh.
So when we would watch
Okay.
a movie, it would be her fave on repeat. I would get so irritated. So what I would do is I would get a pen and scratch the CD like crazy and blame her for it. To be honest, I feel so bad about it to this day.
Sorry, I was vibing. I stopped listening. What were you saying? Sure. Absolved. Whatever. That's whatever, man. Next!
In high school, I wore a cape to class and practiced Inuyasha attacks in my backyard.
Okay.
Somehow this was appealing to some guy in the grade above me because we are married now.
You riz them with a cape and Inuyasha attacks? Maybe you can use VTubers as a bar for dating. Okay, but not me, though. If you're gonna use VTubers as a bar for dating, not me. Huh. Interesting. That's crazy, dude. Give me a man who is as weird as me. Oh, I see. You guys were into like competitive anime LARP. That's cool, man. You're Inuyasha, girl? Why would you tell on yourself? You know what? Actually, that's fine. That's a pretty that's a toothless confession. I'm fine with that. That's okay. That one doesn't hurt that bad. You know what? Congratulations on your happy marriage or whatever. I hope that you still wear capes and you still practice your. I hope you practice a more modern technique. I feel like, you know, Inuyasha is definitely an ancient sort of like. It's kind of like, you know, the Confucius of anime battle techniques. You got to start stepping up your game as you go along. Now you're up to like, I don't know, fucking like new age techniques that have evolved from Inuyasha's battle style. Yeah. Ancient? Yes, ancient. Yeah, you heard me. What is Inuyasha, like 90s? 2000? Something like that? It's a classic. That's what I'm saying. It's classic. Sorry, ancient's rude. It's classic is what I meant. Good end is true. Congratulations. You were absolved. Your husband absolved. I forgive you of your sin. Here in the Church of Capitalism, I pronounce you forgiven. Sorry, I really had to think of a word that was not negative there. Wow, I really got to get more positive words in my repertoire. I'm struggling here. I pronounce you forgiven. You're free! Next!
Former lesbian here. Thanks a lot.
Fucking sorry? Like, okay. No problem, dude. I'm here to help, I guess. I'm literally a gas station cashier. Get the fuck out of here.
So when I was like 9,
Hey, happy
I shared
Pride.
the bedroom with my older sister. I one day took things too far, and she snapped at me for being a brat. Which, admittedly, I was back then.
Okay.
So after she left for work, I was so full of guilt, I logically decided that the best way to apologize was to sing her The Disappearance of Hatsune Miku. But the lyrics changed to be about how much I loved her and how sorry I was.
Okay.
The worst part was when I sang it to her, I started crying midway through.
Okay.
I still cringe about it to this day.
My child, you are forgiven, for you sought forgiveness long before you met me. You sought forgiveness not from me, but from those you had wronged. You are the paragon of all things righteous in this world.
Though you did try to use an anime song. Or, sorry, not an anime song. Vocaloid. Totally different thing. Technically different. It's not an actual anime. It's a voice synthesizer program that makes music, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's very cute. That's very cutesy. I like that. I think that's kind of charming, actually. I think you did the right thing. I don't think you went about it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like, I don't know. If you failed a test and then you were like, yeah, but look at this rad skateboard trick. Like, they don't really like line up equivalently, but I get what you were trying to do and I respect that. It's like doing an interpretive dance apology after not showing up for your kid's 5th birthday. Like, it's not great, but you tried. And crying in the middle of it? That's beautiful. I understand. I'm sure your sister cried too, and it wasn't because she was laughing at you. It's probably because it was so touching, such an incredible performance. It brought her to tears. It moved her to tears. I'm sure you were forgiven immediately before you ever got to me. So now I forgive you as well. You do not need to ask me forgiveness. The only burden you carry now is your own guilt. You're free of sin. That's it. That's the end of the show. No, I'm just kidding. That's the end of the show, folks. See you later. Yeah, cool. So what have we gotten done so far? Hold on, let me pull up I'm gonna see if I can sit on a stool. I can't sit on a chair. Maybe I can sit on a stool and not break everything. Let's find out. Hi, welcome in. Maybe I can even kick my little legs up. Oh, now wait a minute. Ah! Sorry. Hey, welcome. Welcome in. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. My leg might be like a little fucked, but that's okay. Well, let's move that over a little bit. Sitting on the job? What's wrong with sitting on the job? What are you, a fucking, a narc? You gonna tell on me? Huh? What? So I can't sit down now? Ooh. Mr. Big fucking Moneybags over here. I'm sorry, Mr. Monopoly. I didn't know that you were fucking a shareholder in Zephyr. If I want to sit at the job, let me sit at the job. I'm still doing work. I'm still absolving sins. I'm still acting as some sort of weird fucking like pass the gas. And by the gas, I mean the metaphysical space in which you still exist after your soul kind of lingers around as a weird non-Euclidean substance that could be interpreted as a gas. And I pass you on to the afterlife. So in a way, not only am I doing my job, I'm going above and beyond. You're fucking welcome, in fact. You should say thank you, if anything. Pass the gas, more like pastor gas. Now that's definitely a joke you made. And it was funny. I like it. Ah! Whoa. Sorry about that. The hand tracking's pretty solid, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Not bad at all. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Pretty good. I'm CEO of Zephyr. This will be taken out of your pay. Back to work. Hey, I've got a lemonade stand. You want to check it out? It's out back. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, I was supposed to be doing forgiveness and stuff. Yeah. Do you sell any grapes? No, but I've got this invisible stamina potion. It's quite delicious. It's quite delicious. I can't believe somebody's gonna come in here and blame me on Pride Month. I wish I could say that's the first time that happened, but I don't want to tell too many stories, so I'll tell you about the others another time. As a former gas station cashier, I did not have anyone confess anything to me like this. Why did you think this was a good idea, dude? Why did I think this was are you fucking kidding me right now? Why did I think this was a good idea? Why did you think this was a good idea? Who the fuck wanders in? Listen, this is retail. I don't know if you've ever worked in fucking retail before, brother. And I know you said you had, but this happens all the time. You did this. You came in here and you started confessing to me. I didn't ask for this. You chose to do this. I'm just trying to do my job, all right? I'm just trying to put the fucking fries in the bag, and you want to come in here and you want to be like, actually, I have a problem. I'm like, hey man, how's your day? That's a fucking rhetorical question. And then you want to give me your life story? You want to tell me about the time you washed your hair with piss? I don't want to know all that. Just say, yeah, it's good, man, and move on. But no. You're so emotionally deprived. You got to talk to me, gas station man, about your problems. That's your fault. That's not my fault. I didn't think this was a good idea. You thought this was a good idea. Anyway, that's how retail works, unfortunately. If you've ever been in retail, you've probably experienced this, sadly. Same, Chewy Nubbins. I've had a lot of people tell me some crazy shit. You know what? Actually, one of the crazy things somebody told me at one point was...
I was sort of interested in VTubers as a concept. But as a middle-aged man, I didn't want to have to explain why I was big into anime girl streamers.
Yeah, don't say hello or anything. Just
really
walk right in and start trauma dumping.
18 months later, and I have a stack of merch for a devastatingly handsome, and sometimes pretty, anime boy. Totally not any less awkward.
Great. I'm sorry that happened to you, I guess. What do you want me to say to this? Like, what's, I guess I'm sorry that you... Man, that would be tough to explain. I'm trying to think what would happen if someone walked into my home and saw, like, a stack of, like, anime merch for a character that's not in a show, and I had to try and explain that to somebody. That would be kind of fucking nutty. How do VTuber watchers do that? I mean, wait. I take it back. You almost had me. You almost had me, you sly dog. You almost got me on the empathy card. You watch VTubers. Unforgiven. Sin, shame, 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 shame. You just don't explain it to them. Oh. I see. Have you guys ever tried to explain VTubers to your family? Because, oh my God, I've tried to explain a couple times. Because, you know, my dad will be like, you know, like, how's work? And it's like, it's fine. It's like, oh, you do any songs lately? You do any big stage dances? Like, when are you going to talk to your director? I'm like, well, it's not exactly how that works. How's the company? Are they? I don't. It's well. Did you make any TikToks? Nope. What about? Are you famous on? Are you gonna be on the news soon? Nope. That's also nope. That's not how that works, man. Thanks though. Are you winning, son? It's very Are you winning, son? It's very Are you winning, son? Yeah. My dad's a Japanese translator. He's super interested in the JP side of HoloPro. This must be a punishment for when I watch clips in the kitchen. I'm so sorry, Crow Ridley. That's brutal. You were doomed from the start to like VTubers, though, unfortunately, because of your dad's profession. You were cursed. It was over for you immediately. People who compare it to wrestling are correct. Oh. You know, my dad was never big on wrestling. He likes, like, fucking, I don't know. He likes, machines, I guess. He's a mechanic. I don't fucking know. He's kind of just like a pretty standard guy. He likes machines. He likes cars. Yeah, I don't know if I could compare it to wrestling. I think the nerdiest thing he's ever been into, and my hand went behind me again. Oh, it's my cursed hand again. Oh, my cursed hand. How will I ever survive this? They don't understand the darkness in my heart. I'll show them. Oh, sorry. Don't know what came over me there. Yeah, he's not a huge NASCAR guy either. My stepdad was. My dad's not. He likes cars, okay. Not huge on NASCAR. Like, he'll watch it, whatever, passively. The nerdiest thing he ever really liked was fucking Star Trek. But he doesn't talk about that a lot, and I don't know why, but he doesn't. Maybe he's embarrassed by it. I don't fucking know. Like that kid from Psyche. The who? The what? Sorry, I'm very tall today, apparently. Let me crouch down to your level, little guy. Let me get down here and talk to you, little fella. This is how you talk to short people. Hi, little short people. Oh, that's fucked up and evil, but I love it. That's how I'm trying to be. It's fucked up and evil. I will punch you. Oh man, yeah. I better get some shin guards. Gotta be safe. I better get some steel-toed boots. I wouldn't want you guys to hurt my big toe. Oh, buddy, you gotta be careful. True, my dad does like rocks. And apparently Star Trek, I think. Or was it Stargate? I don't fucking know. I think it was Star Trek. It's Star Trek. You're an ankle biter? Yeah, okay. I'll be okay, I think. That's nice. That's nice, sweetie. You want to tell me about your VTubers? Anyway, you're not absolved. You watch VTubers. Sin. However, I'm assuming you watch me and you've got merch of me in your house, which is objectively very cool and a little bit of an existential crisis for me as a person, as an anime man. Knowing that there is merch of me out there and I might be on someone's shelf or wall does freak me out a little bit. Not like in a bad way. It's just kind of like a, how did I end up here kind of way. You know what I mean? That's like if you went down to, I don't know, fucking 11-7 right now and you walked up to the cashier and you're like, hey, Billy Bob, I've got your acrylic on my shelf still. And it's like, oh, cool. Thanks. Yippee. Yep. Release the Billy Bob standee. That's tomorrow. Billy Bob's, his shift's not till tomorrow. Tomorrow never seems to come out here, oddly enough. Isn't that weird?
I work at a coffee shop,
Jesus
and I'm
Christ,
not
talk about
one
having a
but
voice.
two separate people. If their fur coats what a dog misses.
Not right now! Shut up! Hold on. Neurotic Alien, thank you for 15 months of being exceptional. Hey, gas station man, my husband watches this VTuber Ruse of the Crimzon and his mascot Azure with me. His mascot Azure with me for nearly a year. Now he can't stop snarling at me and calling me baby girl. What do I do? Ah! That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Wow. Kill him. I guess. That's not a cover official statement. Don't kill him. In Minecraft. Dude, I don't fucking know. There's no fixing it. It's too late. Maybe, can you hit a reset button? Is there a way that you could like, yeah, divorce in Minecraft.
I work at a coffee shop, and I'm
Or
not
learn to like
one
Azure.
but two separate people. If their fur coats what a dog biscuit, because they were sitting on their passenger seat, and I
Why are you squeezing your cheeks like that when you
genuinely
talk?
thought they were small animals.
I'm starting to think. Are the Ruzeters stupid? No, that's okay. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Sin forgiven. I don't care. Like, what? Yeah, that's pretty toothless. Once again, that's a normal enough confession. A lot of these confessions were actually very soft. They're very sweet. Some of them were just like, "Woos, you're my favorite streamer, and I think you're pretty cool." And yeah, that's cool or whatever. If you want to spend 2 hours sitting here gassing myself up, just being like, "Yeah, I sure am the best." Yeah, I guess I could have picked those ones, but no, but some of the admission ones were just kind of toothless as well. This is one of those where it's like, that's cute and goofy. You're forgiven. I forgive you. Yeah, go for it, dude. Like, I'm sorry that like you can't ever enter into a coat store because you're gonna think you're in some sort of adoption center. But I mean, whatever works for you, man. Make sure you carry one of those little pup cups around no matter what you do. Fucking fling down on someone's fur coat. Hit him with a. That's for your dog. And then don't explain. Walk away. Deuces. Some of these were okay. Some of these have been pretty cursed, and some of them remain cursed. I'm sure that some of the guests who are going to walk in through that door are going to say some of the most heinous shit you've ever heard in your life, and we're just going to have to deal with that. Now, I've noticed that there is a couple trending themes within the Ruzeters as a people. One, you really like shitting yourselves. I had to remove at least 5 shitting yourself stories. I might have left one in. I thought when I read the first one, I was like, holy shit, that is embarrassing. And then I read like 4 more, and I was like, man, there's a lot of adults out here shitting their pants. 2, you have a lot of toilet troubles. 3, many of you, and I do mean many of you, at least 20 submissions out of maybe 20, maybe 40 submissions were about eating some weird fucking shit when you were a kid, which does explain why you're here. Clearly, you do belong here, you little rock-munching freaks. But, yeah, go on, Oomph John. Sorry, I was itching my head and it made me think of that. Who said I stopped? I wish you would stop. Please don't do that anymore. I stand by deodorant. Yeah, you might want to sit down on that one. Actually, if I could make a recommendation, I would recommend you get as far away as you can. You lay down and you don't get back up if you're eating deodorant. And you stand by it being delicious. Thank you. People, what? I'm not kidding. Somebody right now in this very station, in this Zephyr with us, is like, oh, you're exaggerating, Ruse. You're exaggerating. I'm sure, like, yeah, some people eat some weird stuff. Maybe they eat, like, crackers with, like, fucking whipped cream and cheese sauce on top. Whatever. That's normal enough, I guess. You little freak. But, no, I'm talking some fucked up shit, dude. I'm talking some fucked up shit. Sorry, I'm testing this mic real quick. Hello there. There we go, okay. I know people who would like to taste the food better when it has a little sand on it. See what I mean? See what I mean? Freaks! Freaks! Freak show! All right, hold on. Let's get the next guest in here. Go ahead. Welcome in.
One time, I forgot to study for a college chemistry
That's disgusting,
exam.
Leah.
And I sat there looking at this exam sheet like an idiot. However, I remembered a Transformers fanfic.
Jeez.
It was Megatron, if you wanted to know.
I didn't want to know.
And I read that sort of had something to do with chemistry. So, I completed the exam with fanfic knowledge and got a 92%. The highest score out of all 4 of my exams. I, unfortunately, admitted this to a friend, and it has haunted me ever since.
You just admitted that to every Rusader in this room. That's gonna haunt you for the rest of your pathetic life. You know what, actually? I was about to be like, sin, shame, unforgiven, but I'll give you credit where credit is due. 1, I don't know what the fuck a Megatron is. 2, at least you're reading fan fiction where the writer has enough shits to give that they've clearly studied chemistry, ? And you somehow retained this. Which is bonkers that like, happened in the first place, and that you thought to do that, and that it was accurate, and it worked. That's kind of insane, if you really think about it. That's the equivalent of me, like, writing these fucking VPs, and then being like, I gotta make sure that this makes sense in a geographical sense. Like, can you actually have like a lush biome next to a desert? Is there such thing as a lush basins? If you it's just dumb shit, right? Like, that's fan fiction writers, in my case, historical writers, doing their research and actually like being like, actually, this needs to make sense. I can't just make some shit up, right? That fan fiction writer was doing more work than many like published professional sci-fi writers who are like, it's confoundium. It's unobtainium! It's rarium! And it just makes things work because magic! Nah, this dude's like, I'm actually gonna figure out the chemistry behind this. I'm gonna write it in, and I'm gonna make it 100% accurate. And then some motherfucker read that and aced their chemistry exam, which is bonkers. Thank God he didn't see the soup. I saw the fucking soup, Leah. I saw the soup. Thank you. I wish you hadn't said it. The world does sparkle beautifully when people give a shit. Man, are we talking about Mistborn? I don't know. Does Mistborn have unobtainium? I'm gonna have some more of my invisible, delicious stamina potion. Hold on.
Oh boy, that's delicious.
Oh, God, I'm so tired. I gotta stop pulling all-nighters for these. All right, here we go. Woo! If that's not accurate gas station employee roleplay, I don't know what is. Welcome to the ASMR, baby! Okay. Hold on, I gotta reset my whole body. It's giving me some fucking issues. Okay. Yeah, nice. When do you ever sleep, brother? Yeah, sure. Sure did, sure.
Well, you guys don't factory reset your bodies? Well, that's because you're clearly inferior to me.
Hey, what the hell? Where's this hand going? What the fuck is with this hand? I'm gonna kick this. I'm gonna kick this tracker's ass. Where is it? 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 Sorry if you see me patting myself down. I'm just checking for where the fuck. Okay, well, whatever. God, what is with my short little arms? Why did God make me like this? My fingers don't touch, but they're okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm trying to convince my twin that you're normal, please. Don't buy into it. I'm not. I'm sorry. Actually, I am the most normie VTuber, but other than that, don't buy into that. Moving on, next confession. Oh my God, I have so many more to get through, and I've already. Oh my God, what's my battery at? Hold on. Okay. My canon event. "3D Purgatory Snarl Attacks." Wow, thanks. Next.
Pardon the copy.
Jesus
I haven't
fuck.
told this tale
Talk
before.
about yapping.
I
Let me sit down for
always
this
had a love
one.
for anything that has to do with water.
Uh-huh.
And as a young child, I would dash into the ocean waves with no caution.
Okay.
I would swim in it. I would dive into it. I would drink glasses and glasses of tap water. You name it, I would do it. As you can imagine, Disney's Little Mermaid was a sensational hit for me.
This is a very long
The thought of
confession.
breathing underwater was once a dream of mine.
Okay?
One day,
We got a
in my
Dodney
mind,
adult.
I took a moment to talk to the sea witch about wanting to become a mermaid. So, I filled the bathroom sink with water and dunked my head in it, trying to fill my lungs with it. She encouraged me to keep
boy.
going as I pushed myself to bring it deeper and deeper into them. But before anything could go any further, a relative of mine spotted me and pulled me out of the sink. Of course, I would never do it again, ever since. These days, however, I could only wish for the day for someone to invent a water-to-air conversion diving mask.
I'm sorry. Once again. Sorry. Let me get down from my little high horse here. I am once again convinced that you guys are some sort of super soldier sleeper agents. Are you telling me that as a child, you willingly went through waterboarding torture endurance training? You dunked your head in a sink, you inhaled water into your lungs, and then kept doing it. There are soldiers, trained soldiers, that can't handle that. And because you saw one fucking half salmon, half woman hybrid in an animated cartoon movie who liked the most milquetoast man in the planet, you were like, damn, fuck, I guess I gotta join the Navy SEALs? That's crazy. That's crazy, brother. Let me move my stool. Hold on. I'm over-relying on my stool. I'm sitting down on the job too often. Why would you bring the guy into this? Why wouldn't I? He was milquetoast and boring. He was not milquetoast. Yes, he was. Yes, the fuck he was. Almost all the princes are. It's true. It's true. Sorry. He didn't kill any dragons. I guess he did run a boat into a sea witch, which is kind of cool, I guess. But like the boat did the work. Like that's not impressive. That's like somebody hitting something with a car. It's like, okay, good job, dude. Congratulations. The car did all the work. You were just there. You just happened to be present. You were piloting it, air quotes. But this isn't like a Gundam battle, dude. This is, oh, hey, welcome in, Hakitos. Hey, come on in. You're welcome. You're welcome. Actually, this is a good moment to take a little break. Let's step outside for just a second. I will be right back with you. Ruze, who's confessing to waterboarding yourself, you don't have any survival instinct, so I really don't need to absolve you of anything. You're probably going to end up, I don't know, in a lake somewhere. Lake Pontchartrain, perhaps? I don't know. Congratulations on your incredible endurance, and I would say change careers. Stop being a Ruze, join some sort of military program, or become a bounty hunter or something. Because you're more or less immune, I would assume, to any sort of water-based damage. Like, you might still be... You got to be careful, though. You gotta be careful. They might torture you in other ways. Like, I hate to say it, but they might show you potential partners with personality. And I know that would hurt. Okay, I will be right back, gamers. Enjoy. Hi, Hakitos. Welcome in. I hope your stream was good. Today I'm doing my first ever 3D ROKOKO stream. It is a confession stream here in Zephyr. I'm gonna step outside real quick. I'm gonna go do important work. I will see you out there, probably, maybe. I don't know. Whoa. These power lines aren't looking too good. Hello there. If you or a loved one has experienced pickles disease, you may be entitled to monetary compensation. Stop by our office today. Check out... Oh, sorry, I stepped on the corpse. Stop by our office today and check out Larry Pickle. I fight against all pickle diseases all around. Call 1-800-888. 237. Yeah, I can't finish that bit. If I finish that number, you're actually going to call somebody. Never mind. See you inside. Bye. Sorry, bye. Hi. Hey guys, thanks for coming by my voice acting demo reel. It's really cool of you guys to show up for that. It's been a big day for me, you know. I've been doing a lot of cool stuff here today. I've been lending all of these weird purgatory ghosts my voice from beyond the grave for them. They're welcome. Yeah, we've got a couple more to get through though, so let's go ahead and get that done, shall we? Like, what were we on? This one, I think? Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
My
Welcome in.
friend
Okay.
likes to drag me out into the night to hang out.
Uh-huh.
One time, when going to her house, we had to pass the dark forest road. And
This is
there
not a
were
voice
no
acting.
lights.
That was a joke.
I was kind of paranoid that we'd get attacked or something.
These might be the dumbest voices
kind
ever.
of made me jump. Suddenly, there was something moving a lot in the bushes, and I got so scared that I pushed my friend into it and ran away in panic. When I realized what I did, I ran back to her
Haka
to get her
Weezer.
back out of the
This is
bushes
Carl
and
Haka.
apologized 1,000 times. It's
Bonzo
only
and
years
Weezer.
ago, but I still feel embarrassed and I'm bad about it. We still hang out. She likes to joke around and not push her into the bushes again.
So this brings me to my fourth commonality I've discovered with Rusaders, and it is thus. You guys are fucking awful. I'm sorry, OP, you are not forgiven. I'm glad your friend forgave you, but I'm not gonna lie, that would shake the very foundations of my friend. I would disown my parents. I would divorce a spouse. I would put my child up for adoption if they pushed me into what they thought was perceived danger. Not ran away. That's fine. Cowardice is one thing. Abandoning me, fine. I get it. Some people suck. Well, they don't suck. Some people are afraid. Sometimes fear beats compassion. That's fine. I get it. That's normal. That's a normal behavior. Pushing me into it? Pushing me into it? Your friend's a saint for forgiving you, because now I'm not gonna lie, if you did that shit to me, I would be plotting my revenge. I would be trying to figure out how I was going to give you a brand new confession to give. And that confession was going to be about the time that something horrible happened to you, the most embarrassing moment of your life, or the most dangerous moment of your life. From then on, I would dedicate my existence to becoming the jigsaw trap puzzle guy. They would be making like a new type of saw, and it would just be called Axe. They'd be like, Axe, I want to play a game, Rusader. That would be me, motherfucker, because I would find a way to, oh my God, pushing me into the danger, running away, and then coming back with your tail between your legs is bonkers. Now, hold on. I'm rethinking. I'm reconsidering. I'm thinking. How far did you run? If you ran away, like a good, more than 15 steps. I think we're gonna have to put a hard limit on this. More than 15 steps away. If you ran more than 15 steps, fuck you forever. If you got like 2 steps and then turned around and came back like, oh my God, my bad. Fine. Maybe it was just a panic response. You didn't mean to push them. Maybe it was more like you weren't pushing them so much as you were pushing to run. Like you were doing a motion like this to get out of there. You know what I mean? But if you're talking like you pushed them down, they fell into the bushes, and you got some fucking like, I'm a runner, I'm a track star distance on that shit? Nah, dude. We are not friends anymore, you and I. That's fucked up. That is one of the most evil things I could think of. Listen, right now you're listening to this confession, whoever you are, and you're probably like, oh man, I feel really bad about myself. Ruse hates me. I don't know you. I hate all of you. Don't do that. Don't do what you did. That's bad. You're not absolved of your sin. Work for forgiveness. Your friend is well within their rights to joke about not pushing them in the bushes again. That's not a joke. That is a nervous, warning is what that is. That's a please don't do this to me. That's a, if a serial killer comes around the corner with a knife, please don't push me at him. Can we just both run? That's what that is. That is them giving you a soft pleading. That they are pleading with you in a humorous way. They are begging you to be a better person, calmly. Trauma joke. Now that's interesting, Leroy. I noticed you said calmly, as if you have some insider information about how they actually say don't push me in the bushes. As if maybe they don't say it calmly. Maybe they say it aggressively, or maybe it's a loud joke, or maybe they do it as like a reenactment type of thing. Now the only way you would know that, Leroy, is if you had gotten pushed in the bushes, or are you the pusher? Now, Leroy. Did you Leroy Jenkins them, but in reverse? Did you do the... You know what's insane about that is the, like, literal opposite of what your name would imply. Your name implies you would run in first. You are completely working against your branding right now. That's crazy. You reverse Leroy Jenkins their ass. That's fucked up. Well, that's enough of that one. Anyway, no, not absolved. Work for forgiveness. Whoever you are, do better, Leroy. I'll give you credit for not being chicken pocket, at least.
My friend?
No. Okay.
You are my favorite idol, and the one who's keeping me invincible. I will continue to support you for at least 2 more months.
Wow. Thanks. What do you want me to say? Yeah, man, you're pretty all right. I'll tolerate you for 2 more months. Nice. Thanks, man. Thanks. Cool. Unless you've got like some sort of deadline on like, I'm going to become an ascetic monk in 2 months and the internet will no longer be available to me. Why are you putting that hard limit on it? They're like, do you know something I don't know? Should I be keeping an eye on 2 months from now? Am I going to perish? Like, what are you fucking talking about? I will support you for 2 more months. Wow, dude, cool. That's nuts. Motherfucker, I want to be a fly on the wall for your wedding. Your partner's going to be like, till death do us part. You're going to be like, yeah, at least 2 months. That's crazy. I love that energy, though. I love that energy. Good for you for putting realistic. They're like, no. I don't want to be parasocial about this. I'm going to put a real cap on this. Listen, I'll probably get bored of you in 2 months-ish. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. August 13th, save the date. Oh, God. Help me! Help me! It could be about membership. That's true. That's true. The curse of August strikes again. Was August already cursed? Hold on, I got broken again. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. My arm decided it wants to be behind me for some reason. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly how that arm joint is supposed to work. What the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck? What the huh? Who? Huh? What? Hey, this is my arm straight up in the air and pointing forward. This is a 90-degree point for my elbow. Why is it? Hello? The fuck? This is me pointing. I'm pointing right at you right now. I'm literally staring at you and pointing at you. Hello? What the fuck? Oh well. Guess I got a broken arm. That's my ghost arm. That's my possessed arm. It's the fucked one. I wonder if I can adjust the... Hold on a sec, I have an idea. Oh, that made it way worse. Hold on. I have a different idea. That did not fix it, but it made it a little better. What the actual fuck is going on with that arm? Huh. That's crazy. I'll try one more time. Hold on. I gotta get through these confessions, brother. Oh my god. Oh no. Aha! I fixed it. Everything's okay, everybody. Surprise confession, says Cosmic. Oh, you're just gonna come out right and say it, huh? You're just gonna publicly announce it? Damn. I can respect that energy. Surprise confession time. Before I met my husband, I had a huge crush on my best friend. I would be her practice patient for PT, physical training, and would flirt with her when she had to touch me. She came out of the closet recently, and I wonder if I had a chance. This is why we never settle for random men. I'm kidding. I'm sure your husband's very nice. I'm sure. I'm just playing. I'm playing a game. I'm joking. Hey man, don't worry about what could have been. If it could have been, it would have been. Or rather, if it should have been, it would have been. If it would have been, it could have been. Whatever. All of that is in the past. What matters now is that you shot your shot, probably. You did a little flirt and it didn't work out. Hopefully you're happily married and everything's chilled now. But hey man, congrats. At least you weren't like barking up the wrong tree. You had a sense for it. Rest easy knowing you were like, well, actually, that's kind of right there. Good for you. Good for you. Divorce rate is going right now because of Ruse? Yeah, you're welcome. God damn this mic. Hold on. There we go. I married a golden retriever gamer boy. Okay, how golden retriever are we talking? Listen, first of all, thank you for the soup. Second of all, now when you say golden retriever gamer boy, this is an important distinction to be made. Is he golden retriever like... You know, like, everything's nice and the world's good and I see positivity and everything? Or is he golden retriever like, hey, is it okay if I'm in your face all the time? Can you give me attention? Can you give me attention? Can you give me attention? Can you tell me how sweet and funny and quirky I am? Which one are we talking about? Because those are two very different things. He loves his bi wife. That's good enough for me. All right, happy Pride, motherfucker. Moving on! No, L. Okay, listen, there's a distinct... Okay, there's no way to describe this with words. I have to describe this with actions. I'm going to sit on my stool here. Sit on my stool here. Listen, here's the difference between golden retriever boyfriend and golden retriever boyfriend, right? So, golden retriever boyfriend is kind of stupid, very positive, sees the bright side of everything, right? That's fine. That's golden retriever boyfriend. Little dumb, very happy. Now, golden retriever boyfriend is like, people say I have golden retriever energy. What do you think? Wow, I wish I had a girlfriend. It's just, I guess girls don't like nice guys, you know? People say I have golden retriever energy. Do you think I do? What if we, cuddle, but like as friends? Anyway, what if we practice kissing? But like as a friendly thing. That's golden retriever. Don't worry, I'm not like the other guys. I'm nice. I'll tell you what, I'll walk you home. Can I come inside? No? Oh, I wouldn't do anything weird. Anyway, you want to cuddle? No? That's golden retriever. Yeah. Stop, I'm gonna throw up! You're welcome. You're welcome! You're welcome! Yamate! All right, hold on, next confession, go! What do you got for me, champ?
You are my favorite
Shut
idol
the
and the one
fuck up! Thank you for the 2 months of support. I appreciate that. Any amount of time support is very cool of you. It is weird that you're putting a hard limit on it and telling me to my face, but I respect it. I respect it. Maybe more relationships would go well if people just walked up and like, yeah, I see this lasting like 3 or 4 months.
I eat the paper stick from Dum Dums and
great
Tootsie
voice.
Pops.
I love that. Good
I
for you.
save them for later and eat them piece by piece.
Uh-huh.
Can't chew them. So instead, you have to let your saliva break the paper down and eat the pulp. I sometimes wonder what the wrapper tastes like.
There's too many food confessions in here. You guys gotta stop eating weird shit. I'm not even gonna pretend that that's like some special thing. Like, yeah, it's weird that you store them for the winter or whatever, you little fucking chipmunk. It's weird that you like bury them in random spots in the ground and then go snuffling around fucking Doberman boyfriend style in the park with your nose like straight in the dirt, ass up in the air. That's weird. But like eating the wrapper off the fucking sucker, yeah, everybody chews on that for a little bit. And it's like, paper pulp, that's fine. It's okay. Absolved. Please stop storing them for the winter. Just fucking eat your wrapper when you're eating the sucker or whatever, and then don't eat the whole thing. You know, get your little bit of paper dose or whatever. You know, microdose your fucking shame, your shame snack. Throw it in the trash. Go about your business. You don't need to save it for later. And also, don't eat the fucking wrapper, dude. Why? Oh, I wonder what the wrapper tastes like. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I just can't wait to go lick a carp. Like, what are you talking about? No. Moving on.
I started donating plasma
Oh, wrong.
almost
Oop, my
2
bad.
years ago.
You just gotta have to listen to
I
this
could
one.
get
Don't read.
money to buy pulls for a Genshin Impact character.
Oh boy.
Not the character. I still donate. And still use it on Genshin, unfortunately.
I'm so sick of you motherfuckers. I'm so sick of you motherfuckers. You donate blood for Genshin Impact. I mean, you're doing a good... I can't... I don't fucking know. Sure, man. Sure. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Wait, where am I going? Hello? Hello? Hey. Ah! Hello? Hey! Oh, man! Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. Sold my kidney for this soup, actually. Yeah, that's okay, though, because, like, you're donating to me. And that's a good cause, because it's me, and because I say so. And from my completely non-biased, very objective point of view. Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck to say to this one, dude. Like, yeah, congratulations. Somehow there's a poetic justice in that. You know what? I think Genshin would be proud of you, frankly. I think, honestly, that's somewhere in their fucking, like, quarterly statement. Like, how much blood did we get out of our play? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry, Genshin. Sorry. It was a joke. It was a joke. John Genshin's probably proud of you. Yeah, congratulations. Keep donating blood for Genshin. Whatever, man. You're doing a good thing for... You're doing a good thing for a good cause. Yep. Okay. For a reason that makes you happy. Yeah! Woohoo! Let's go! Yippee! I guess you're forgiven. You're half cursed. You have to live a half life of half of you is going to heaven, half of you is going to hell. Okay? The half of you that donated blood, heaven. The half of you that plays Genshin Impact, going to hell. Those are the rules. Okay, so hell gets you on the weekends. Daddy Satan's gonna come up and be like, "Hey man, I'm here to pick up," and then obviously You know, you're gonna have a little bit of a tension between, you know, heaven and hell in the parking lot as one of them has to drop you off and one of them has to pick you up, and they kind of like just, you know, make little snide remarks about why their relationship kind of fell apart. And maybe sometimes it's vaguely implied that one of them's a better parent than the other, but you'll figure it out. Anyway, you're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna have a great time. Okay, moving on.
Next confession!
I once ran a D&D one-shot where all the enemies were buff giantesses. I don't think they realized, but I live in fear.
They realized. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna give you guys some life wisdom real quick. And this is important. Anytime you think you're being slick about some kink thing or some vaguely charged thing, right? Anytime you think you're being slick about that, no, you're not. No, you're not. 9 times out of 10, when you think you got away with that, they were just too awkward to say anything, because it would have been worse if they brought it up. It would have been worse if they acknowledged it, right? So, yes, they realized. They realized, they didn't say anything. But when you ain't looking, everybody's like, our DM, that's the one with the giantess king. Size king right there. That's a motherfucker who wants to get, he's looking for Gwyn from Dark Souls 1. 100%. That dude's trying to figure it the fuck out. Can a DM have a little fun? Yeah. Just know that they know. They know. I'm just saying. Today's episode, the writer's barely hidden fact. Exactly. What I'm saying is that if you thought you got away with it, no the fuck you did not. I want you to know that every single time you make a giantess or a buff or a tall character now, every single time that happens, one of your players, when you weren't looking, when you looked at your DM screen, went at the other player. They go, every time. Every time. And that's okay. Just accept that about yourself. It's fine. God forbid a short king have preferences. It's fine, dude. Whatever. Have your giantess kink. I don't give a shit. Tall women, very cool. I get it. I understand. I get it. Nice eye tracking? Well, thank you. Watch this. Do you say that to strangers all the time? You ever roll up in a fucking, like, fucking Burger Lord drive-thru and you're like, here's my card, and then they like hand it back to you like, hey man, nice eye tracking, and they're like, fuck, huh? Yeah, they're taking bets before sessions on if you're gonna bring up giantesses. 100%. Nice model rigging, bro. Someone likes Karlak? Fuck yeah, I do. I mean,
I once
Hey
ran
guys.
a D&D
Whoa!
one-shot where
Shut
all the
up!
enemies were...
Sorry about that. Hi. Okay, I'm back. What's up, gamers? What's up? Whoa! Lol. That was mean. I'll do it again. You want to see me do it again? Shut the fuck up. See? That's easy. I don't have a thing for anybody. Didn't I have a thing for mint potionomics? No. I don't like anybody in potionomics. I don't think everybody in Baldur's Gate 3 is hot as fuck. I don't like nothing. I don't like no one. I hate everybody. That's my thing. That's my thing. Your reaction about Karlach tells on you. Does it though? Does it though? Listen, that's not special, okay? Listen, if you like Karlach, that's the most normal thing in the... Those characters are designed to be attractive, all right? If you ain't fucking, like, slobbering the moment you see fucking, like, Will or Shadowheart or Karlach walk on stage, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, okay? They are tailor-made. They are laser-pointed. That is a sniper rifle. That is a fucking, like, attractiveness bullet, like a 50 caliber. That's armor-piercing. And I've got a lot of fucking armor, okay? I've got a lot of armor. That's not special. Every one of those characters is laser designed, like perfectly leveled to shoot you straight in the fucking attractiveness zone. I almost said libido, but I didn't want to say shoot you in the libido. They're made that way, is what I'm saying. That's not special. It's not unique. Mm-hmm. Even Gale. Even Gale is made for the golden retriever boyfriend like. Okay, Gale's got like a little incel energy, but he's still pretty good. I like Gale. Gale's fine. Halsin? Halsin's alright. He's not my type. He feels a little toothless, which is funny because he's a druid. Sorry, it is what it is. I'm a Gale hater. I'll stand by that. I don't blame you. Gale's very polarizing. Gale has a lot of problems. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Baldur's Gate characters. The point is, they're designed to be attractive. That's it. That's it. They're made to be that way. You two Potionomics, I see you. I see you, motherfucker. You almost had me in the first half, I ain't gonna lie. Astarian's fine. Yeah, he's cool. He's cute. He's a little bit of a douche canoe, and I would have trouble tolerating him in a moral sense. But man, he's pretty. Baldur's Gate 3 didn't give me a hot orc, and I'm still upset. That's because you were supposed to be the hot orc. That was your job. Why didn't you make a hot orc? You're the hot orc in this pairing. Baldur's Gate 2 did not put a single halfling, goblin, or dwarf in your party, and I'm starting to think they don't like the shorter races. I think it's fucked up and evil. Because I know they do it. Because they got a fucking hot dwarf in your party in Divinity Original Sin 2. All right, next. Next.
I once ran a D&D
Shut up!
one-shot world.
I was on an emergency Zoom meeting with my bosses, and I was using my phone because I'm not at home.
Okay.
We were discussing some serious work stuff when my cat decided to stand right on top of my phone's front cam while I was away to get some water.
Okay.
One of my bosses, who I was close with, DM'd me, quote, "Get those balls out of my face," with a screenshot of my cat's precious jewels dangling.
Oh. Okay, so we're at a bit of an impasse here. Here's the thing. I don't know why you're still confessing random shit to me as a gas station clerk, but in my professional opinion, which is objectively correct because I'm smarter than everybody else and handsomer and wiser and humbler, we have to break this down scientifically. On the one hand, I mean, your fucking cat gave your entire, all of your bosses the Grok special. The Google show me this guy's balls special. Your cat rolled up into a Halo 3 open lobby and started fucking, trying to give every one of your bosses the I just dunked on you with a fucking laser swords, crouch on top of your body teabag special. And that's cool. I get it. That is a crime. That is very bad for the soul. It is a moral failing on your cat's part. However, no cat can go to hell. So I guess cats are good to go. I don't know what to tell you. They're forgiven. Cat forgiven. Straight to the top, baby. Straight to the top. Cats can't go to hell. That's a fact. There's actually a weird workaround in the system of morality where if you can find a genie and wish to be a cat, you can do whatever crimes you want. You can't be charged in the court of spirituality. That's a fact. Cat loophole. Of course, then you also can't speak a language to wish to be turned back to a person. So you are cat forever, but that's got its own perks. I mean, You could put your balls on Zoom meetings, I guess. Okay, next.
I have woken up to your alarm sound every day since debut.
My, what a deep voice you
my
have.
alarm before you get to call me a nerd.
Little lady.
Keeps you from sleeping in. And also keeps my fury towards you burning bright.
Why did I put that one in there? Probably to make fun of you. I think the vague plan in my very sleep-deprived mind was to mock you for listening to me every morning like a little freak. But now I'm just not feeling it. You know what? No, I'm not feeling it anymore. I don't want to. It's ruined, I guess. It's fine. It's not like I wanted to make fun of you or anything. It's okay. Oh well. Bro, you know what's really crazy about that, by the way? I have had the same experience. Not when I'm waking up, but I have, I know what you're talking about because I have one of my first voice backs I did was the weekly or daily like affirmations thing or whatever, every day of the week. And, you know, I've got my wake up message and my good night message or whatever. Sorry, I have the weekly message on one of my voice backs, but there is a official government-sponsored one that is like a good morning, a good night, and all of that stuff, right? The problem is, when I recorded those at first, I recorded them on my phone, and I saved the files on my phone. So now every time I get in my fucking car, and this is without fail, every time I get in my car, coming out of a grocery store, leaving my shitty wagon, anytime, no matter what, it auto-plays. Every fucking time I hear my annoying-ass voice wishing me a good morning. I'm like, can you shut the fuck up? I mean, I have hammered that fucking horn as hard as I can coming out of a grocery store because I'm like, shut up! When I hear my voice telling me good morning. It drives me insane, and I just keep being too lazy to delete it off my phone, and I really need to, but I just don't know why it defaults to that. I don't know why it autoplays or why it picks that file. I'm like, dude, can you stop telling me good morning? I don't care. I don't care. I am my own purgatory. I swear to God it does it to mock me. And what's the worst part is that I have, like, I don't know, either, like, some sort of, like, I am not diagnosed with ADHD, but I swear to fuck I have some sort of ADHD-level object impermanence where the moment it's not bothering me, it doesn't exist. So I get, like, a renewed, babe who just came into this world and experienced the first fucking thorn in my foot level of fury. Every single time I hear it, it's like a fresh wound. It's like I've never experienced pain, and then you introduced it to me in that moment, and it's that raw. And then as soon as I stop it, I'm like, okay. I go about my day. I forget to delete it. That's it. Dr. Avocado. That's not that bad. I accept that. Whatever. Delete it right now. I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'm working. I'm always working. That's the problem is I'm always doing something. I think my brain is like, I'll get to it. And then I go and do my next thing that I got to go do. Like, oh man, setting up for the, anyway. I'll tell you this, the sounds you're hearing outside. You hear that? Hold on. You hear this?
I have woken
Yeah,
up
that's
to your
real.
alarm sound every day since debut.
That's real. I recorded that. I went and recorded that. I went and stood out there like a fucking idiot. Just going. I did multiple takes. Crazy. Anyway, next confession.
Washed my toy in the family bathroom and forgot about it after peeing. The next day, the parental saw it and questioned why I had one. LMAO, never again.
So, I know that we've been talking to a lot of disembodied people today, but that is clearly a ghost. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be alive after I would not have parents, actually. I wouldn't have parents anymore. I would suddenly be up for adoption. I would no longer, I would either pass away on the spot, like in that moment, right there, right then, pass away, or I would be familyless. My family would not exist anymore. I would get in a witness protection program instantaneously. I would legally change my name. I would be removed to a safe location. I mean, like, the government would have to airdrop me into a different country that did not speak my language, my native language, if that happened to me. You would never see me ever again, no matter what. Like, that's crazy. That you just sent that confession like that, like your life just kept going. How is that not every waking thought for the rest of your existence? I mean, legitimately, wake up, think about it. Brushing my teeth, think about it. Using the bathroom, thinking about it. Like, that would be every moment of every day. I could not go and talk to, I couldn't go to a fucking dog park without somebody approaching me and be like, that's not mine! It's not mine! And they'd be like, what? I'd be like, my bad. Nothing, and then I'd leave. That's insane. That's bonkers. You're stronger than I am. I'll tell you that. You should be here. You should be Elysium's greatest monster hunter because you've already defeated the greatest monster that ever lived. If there was ever a demon comprised entirely of shame made to shame you, it could not have conceived of that devious fucking saw trap that you designated to yourself, that you made for you. Also, no offense, but how are you so fucking stupid? How did you... I'm not going to shame you more, because carefully now, that's a hero. You have lived through a level of shame that should earn you a Purple Heart. How did you I am torn between absolute empathy and absolute rage. How... I can't possibly... Listen, okay, here's the reality. I've never, like... This is going to sound like idle bullshit. Never had any sort of, like, poise or anything like that. Because of the social paranoia of that. So if that was in my house, you better believe at every waking moment, I would have a GPS level of tracking on that shit. I'm talking soulbound weapon. That is for now on, whatever that fucking toy is my sexual lich's phylactery. I will not go a single breath without an exact, precise XYZ access fucking knowledge of where that fucking thing is. You could not torture the information out of me and you would never fucking find it, okay? That shit would be perpetually in the back of my mind. An entire lobe of my brain would now be dedicated to knowing where that is, like a chicken knows what up is, all right? You know how when you throw a fucking cat and it flips up so it can't fall down? That's me, but with knowing where that shit is. My spidey sense would be fucking tingling the second it left my vision. That's crazy. Don't worry about it, Slack. Watch the VOD. Thanks for 11 months. Next fucking confession. That's so crazy, dude. I'm so sorry that happened to
my parents. I told them I was going to a friend's house to do homework and stay overnight.
Oh, you were running because they found your toy.
But
different thing. Sorry.
We ended up going to an internet cafe and playing games. League of Legends all night.
Okay. It's not so bad, I guess. I mean, you are going to hell because you played League of Legends. But, it's not that bad. I mean, whatever. That's okay. You're fine. You are going to hell for playing League of Legends. Also, Aromantic Pigeon Madness. I mean, I'm sorry I wouldn't have a mom anymore. It'd be over. I'd be like, yep. Sorry. Every time someone talked to me, I'd be like, yeah, it's so sad. I'd be like, yeah, my mom's not with us anymore. And they'd be like, what do you mean? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'd be like, no, like I don't have one. Like I physically don't have one. I've never had a mom. They'd be like, well, you have to have a mom. You were born. I'd be like, nope, no, I don't. I did not. I spontaneously appeared. Thank you. Uh-oh, I'm getting a little drifty. Anyway, League of Legends guy, you are going to hell for playing League of Legends. However, you lived my dream and I'm jealous. I've never been to an internet cafe. I want to go to an internet cafe and play games with buddies. Actually, hold on, I'm rethinking this. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about going to an internet cafe to play games with buddies. I get really loud when I play games. I like to yell, I like to scream, I like to get really emotive. I feel strongly I would get kicked out of the internet cafe. So maybe not. But it sounds like a fucking rad sleepover, dude. Good for you. Good for you. I'm jealous. I'm jealous more than anything. Honestly, I feel like you confessed that to just kind of dunk on me a little bit for never having like a cool gaming sleepover or going to an internet cafe. So fuck you very much. My place, internet cafe, is full of smokers. I don't know. Take all their cigarettes and replace them with candy sticks when they're not looking. They'll be too focused on their games. They won't pay attention. Man, I want to go to an internet cafe. This sucks. Whatever. Anyway, get out of here. Get out of my gas station. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Next!
I have a fear of getting on escalators.
Jesus Christ.
Not riding them. Just figuring out which step should I get on.
Why is this typed and voiced like a PS1?
But when I'm actually on them, it's fun.
I imagine they're just like doing like
feels like I'm
gesture.
on a theme park ride. The steps just go too fast.
Like, this is how this motherfucker's talking. Hold on. We're going again. 1 second, I got this.
I have a fear of getting on escalators. Not riding them, just figuring out which step should I get on. But when I'm actually on them, it's fun. Feels like I'm on a theme park ride. The steps just go too fast.
And then there's like some sort of bad like coding where they accidentally leave an extra one in there that's silent, so they're just like. That's kind of that's not really a confession or a sin or anything. Like, I mean, on the one hand, that's kind of funny. I feel like that'd be a quirky person to be around, I guess, but not in like the golden retriever quirky way. I apologize, I keep dunking on golden retrievers. This is not personal, Cosmic. I'm sure your husband's great. When I say golden retriever, I don't mean your husband. I mean golden retrievers. Anyway, I'm sure this is like genuinely kind of a funny person to be around. Just because they're afraid to step on the escalator, I feel like that's the type of person who's just nervous to take action, but then gets weirdly charmed by very mundane things. And I think that's kind of a nice middle ground. That's kind of fun. That's a fun person to be around. They can see the magic in just existing while also seeing the fear in just existing. They're the kind of person who keeps in mind that at any given moment they could trip and land on their head in such a way that they die instantaneously, but they also put their hands up and like, woo, when they're like, moving very slowly on an escalator. So, you win some, you lose some. Fun person. They're grounded, but whimsical. They're anxious and whimsical is what I mean. Not grounded, they're anxious and whimsical. They're afraid of everything, but they're excited by everything. And I don't want to be that, but being around that could be funny. You almost got your leg ripped off. Did you win? Maybe not the most sympathetic thing to say, but I'm just curious. Did you win? All right. Next, you're forgiven for your fucking crippling anxiety and your pathetic, simpering inability to make a decision. I forgive you only because I am charmed by your whimsical love of mundane things in life.
My partner, my own partner, knows you as the man I am autistic about. Direct quote from them.
Okay.
It single-handedly made me touch more grass. Anyways, proud Ruzader here, who definitely needs to be way more insufferable about this. /positive.
Can I... Listen, I know I've said this a lot. I know I've said this, like, a lot today. I'm a fucking gas station clerk. What do you... Can you imagine the insanity to walk into your local fucking, like, Garns and Boble, walk up to the cashier and be like, "You're the man I'm actually sick about." Okay. Maybe you should touch more grass. Enjoy! Escalators are terrifying. Hey, that sucks, Marley. Should have reacted faster. No, that's awful. I'm sorry that happened. All right, Confessor. On the one hand, no. No! You're not forgiven. Find somebody cooler to like. There was a weird amount of these too, and I don't mean that as a flex. I don't mean that as like a ha, I'm better than you. What I'm saying, what I mean by this is there was a weird amount of people who were like, yeah, my partner is like stop watching The Angry Man, come eat dinner, or yeah, like my partner knows you as the person I am autistic about, or my partner knows that I watch you too much and tries to caution me away from it, or whatever. Hey man, 1, fuck your partner. 2, they're right. They're right, but fuck them for saying that. I'm gonna help here. Stay right. Don't move now. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna make your life better. I'm gonna give you a secret life hack. Come here. A little closer. There you go. Right there. Hello. Here's the secret. Don't listen to him. Get out. Shh. No, listen. Shh. Check this out. Come here. A little closer. Come here. Get out your wallet. Go get your credit card. Go get your partner's credit card. Send $5 million to my bug fund so I can make the world's biggest ant farm. It'll help your relationship. I promise it'll help your relationship. Come here. Now, listen. You know you want to. Anyway, so this is government's official stance. Send me all of your life savings and go destitute and live in a cardboard box. Thank you. Bye now. Bye. Okay, bye. Don't actually do this. I would like to make an official statement. Don't actually do that. That was a joke. Whoa! I gotta reset myself. Hold on. I'm too far away. Thank you for your other kidney. All right, where were we? Okay. Oh my God, I'm almost done. Wow. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, oh no, I meant this is so spontaneous, and I don't know how many customers are gonna come in. Please don't look behind the curtain. Don't look at. I just did this. I just did this. I didn't make all this for you. It just happened. I didn't make all this for you. This is just already here. I would never put effort into a stream. I don't know what you're talking about. Whoa! Thank you for the Crimzoopa. Bet. Oh, you were I was. Wow. I was JK, but thank you for the Crimzoopa. That's very kind of you. Please don't go live in a cardboard box. Please and thank you. I'm sorry that I called you out earlier about the washing your hair with piss thing. I'm just going to start assigning random Ruzeters who have decided these confessions are about. Falcona, you were the one I didn't put in here about the person who's figured out how to, who farted into your own nose. Thanks, Falcona, for the soup. Everybody who gets a soup from now on as punishment, I'm kin signing you a random confession that did not make it on this list because they were too gross to make it. Okay, moving on.
When I was about 7 or 8, I used to hide in my great aunt's closet and eat powdered washing detergent every day. Until I got caught by my mama.
I don't think I have anything new to say about this, you fucking weirdos. Thank you, Dr. Avocado. You're definitely the one who had the confession about... Wait, I can't say that. That's an IP. Okay, I lied. You're the one who had the confession about Catholic guilt and Sonic. Powdered washing detergent. That's... At that point, I think that's just like a lack of survival instinct. I mean, so be it. So be it, I guess. Killian, you're the one who was questioning your monogamy because of an anime man on the internet. Is it too late? It's too late for me, LMAO, alone in my room. Oh, okay. Before Tide Pods, it was powdered detergent? That's... Dude, powdered detergent. First of all, that's got to be bad enough to fucking throw up, right? Vibe check me, you won't. You're Vermilion Nation. You were the one who was asking if Vermilion single. That was easy. Marley, this should be good. You're the one who's no longer part of Vermilion Nation. You've grown past it, tragically. You only like Vermilion because he reminded you of your ex. I want my fortune red, gas station man. You're the one who got the fortune cookie and tried to follow through with it, but it ended in tragedy. I found a box we can live in. Oh my god, this is... Okay, you guys are getting a little overboard. No more! No more for you! You're all done. You get one more. Here's your one more. Wow, there's so many food ones I can think of. Oh, you're the one whose partner tells you to stop watching The Angry Man when they make dinner and come eat. Boom, done. Vibe check, please. No, you're done. You're all done. Enough. And that's enough slices. Welcome in, Axel Sirios, and thank you, Axolotls, for joining me for my very first ever ROKOKO 3D stream in which I take confessions from Rusaders and I absolve them of their sins because I am but a humble gas station clerk here at Zephyr, the gas station of your dreams. Here at Zephyr, we say, don't pass on gas, baby. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. I hope you're enjoying it. Shut up! I'm not done talking. Anyway, don't pass on gas. I hope you had a good stream. Unfortunately, I am stuck here until my shift is over, so I have to let these random customers trauma dump on me, so I'm going to continue letting them do that for just a little bit. The rest of you, I'm grouping you all up into one confession. All of you were the ones who overwrote Sonic Adventure 2 for your older brother's profile and felt really bad about it and cried, and then read him a strategy guide to help him get back to where he was. Okay, boom, done. I got you. Holy shit, Akia. Thank you for the 20 gifted chips. All right, back to it. Next guest. Hello.
When I was a kid, I used to steal things by shoving them in my mouth like a squirrel, stuffing their cheeks. When I got somewhere safe, I'd spit it out and tuck it into my overalls and squeak my way home in victory. So many reusable flint-shaped ice cubes and rubber bracelets.
Thank you for the gifted chips, by the way, Akia. Random disembodied purgatory ghost that exists in this weird space where I am every employee in this town. I know that... Here's the thing. I was never the type of kid to put random shit in my mouth, right? So I just don't really vibe with this. I'm sure a lot of people are like, that's relatively like nothing. That's kind of nothing, right? Like, that's fine. Being a dumb kid. Dumb kids are always eating weird shit or like whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know what's with you guys and putting shit in your mouth. You guys gotta stop. You guys are little freaks. What's wrong with you? Have I attracted an audience entirely of like small rodents that feel like the need to sequester random objects within their fucking oral cavity? Like, why specifically? I feel like there's a good ways to like not die, right? Like, it's pretty easy in most cases to not hurt yourself too bad permanently. However, one of the few ways that has like a 50-50 shot of taking your ass out and like clocking you out of life early is putting random shit in your mouth that does not belong there. So I feel like most of you just lack survival mechanics at this point. What the fuck is pica? Is that like the oral fixation thing? Because it sounds like that's what you've got. Listen, I know you guys are like, oh, Ruse, not everything's a weird thing. Not everybody's got a key. Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do. And I'm right this time. I swallowed a coin once. Point in case, Killian. Thanks for 10 months. I didn't make you eat rocks. You decided to eat rocks. You made a decision, all right? Listen, I'm out here being cutesy, being demure, being my own self. I don't make you do shit. You make decisions. If you're out here being like, oh boy, I can't wait to guzzle this fucking sediment, this compressed detritus from ages upon ages of like shit stacking on top of itself until it becomes a hard mineral, that's your fucking business, okay? I don't do that to you. How'd you think Unc got the pickles and died? Holy shit, you're right. Unc got the pickles and died from DNA? No, probably from eating random shit. Maybe he ate a pickle. Don't eat pickles. Pica is eating things that aren't food. Stop eating shit that's not food. I'm eating cement right now. All right, I'm done with you motherfuckers. Next question.
I accidentally used my high school Zoom account with an anime catboy profile picture to join a meeting with my job's upper management. Okay. The meeting was to discuss the details of me getting laid off.
Okay.
Nobody mentioned it, but my boss started texting me later, asking questions about the furry community. I will never recover.
That's tough, brother. That's tough. Jonathan, sit down. Now listen, here's the deal. I just think that this company isn't really the right place for you. You see, the thing that... I'm sorry. Before we continue, what is that? You know, what's interesting is I've always been a little bit curious about the furry community. I was wondering, you know, if you have some resources or anything like that that I could reference. Do you know how much it costs to build a fursuit? Or is there any sort of like, I don't know, is there like maybe somewhere I could go to... Anyway, you are fired and your livelihood is over. But could I get your number? I just want to text you about this. Maybe we can meet up at the convention or something. Oh my God, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry. That's a sitcom moment for you, brother. Sorry that happened to you. Sorry, hold on. Let me really get in here. All right, Jonathan, is it okay if I just stand on this desk? Is it okay if I stand on this desk while I talk to you? Why do bosses feel the need? Sorry, I stayed in my boss voice there. Why do bosses feel the need when they talk to you to like get up on something and like lean? You know what I mean? Like they do like this number. Like, so we need to talk. What's that about? And like, this knows no gender. Every boss has to lean when they talk to you. What is that about? They're asserting dominance? I don't know, dude. That to me reads as asserting you don't have the leg strength to stand up while you're chatting with me, brother. Form of intimidation, perhaps. You're not going to hell. I mean, you did have an anime catboy profile picture, so like, I don't know, maybe first layer of hell type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that bad. Kind of zesty, Don't you fucking listen. You know what? Every time you say the word zesty to me ever again for the rest of your goddamn life, I'm gonna have like just a clicker that I have, like a little fucking dog collar that I put on your ass with a speaker on it. I'm gonna click it. It's gonna say LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, just like that every single fucking time. Get your ass out of here. You're right. It is kind of zesty. Happy Pride, motherfucker. All right, one more. This is the last one. Here we go. Last confession.
I can fix Azure Ruse.
He's working as intended. Doesn't need fixing, I'm afraid. No one can fix him. I think that's just how he's supposed to be. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, Zephyr. Don't pass on gas, where we Zepfuel your day. Please get the fuck out of my store. I would really like to clock out early. I want to go play some Elden Ring Night Rain. I hope you guys like my first ever 3D ROKOKO suit stream. Tomorrow I'll be doing a little bit of Ruze art and profile picture commissions, so I will see you there. Felt, thank you. Yeah, I stayed up way too late working on this shit for like the last 3 days. So at some point I'm gonna have to blink. Yippee! I hope you guys had fun. Let me roll up here real quick. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. No, actually, you know what? I actually think I like this. I'm gonna stay sitting here. I'm gonna stay sitting here just like this. A little zesty, if you would. Tomorrow's also going to be a 3D stream. I'll be doing my first ever art ROKOKO 3D stream, so that should be a lot of fun. And then I will have my schedule out for next week at some point. Expect more Grounded, maybe a collab, we'll see. Depends on what I can organize. And, yeah. Hope you guys had a good time or whatever. I hope you guys had fun at Zephyr. Oh, God, I'm a fucking idiot. Fucking somebody needs to come put my ass down. It's over. Old Yeller me, take me out back. Put a fucking, just, you know what? I think it's time. Take me out into the back. Put one fucking muzzle. See you tomorrow for more dumb fun stuff, you dorks. Thank you, Ashi. Thank you, Bettles Juicy Toe. My God, wow, what a thing to say. Say goodbye to Uncle Larry, everybody. Bye, Uncle Larry. Bye, Uncle Larry. Boop, 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 what the fuck? You're telling me that gas is all the way up at...
If I ever see your ass in the Midwest again, it's over for you. Get out of my gas station.
The stream of all time! No VOD question today. It's how we eat. It's a goofy little stream. Event streams don't get VOD questions. Bye-bye. Enjoy the VOD. My VOD question is,
Did you like it, Jeffer? You think it was pretty cool or whatever?
Bye! Expect a VOD question tomorrow. I'm taking you over to Roscoe Graves, who's currently playing a little bit of Little Nightmares. I believe it's the first game. Yep. Bye-bye!